What's all the commotion?
We've got another holiday to worry about. It seems Thanksgiving Day is upon us. I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
Welcome back to Turkey Day, and we have a bonus movie for you this day. And this is one that Vince actually reviewed last year, but it just recently dropped on 4K. We got all the 4s and all the Ks here for Charlie Brown. And I've never owned any of these holiday movies before from Charlie Brown on any sort of thing ever. I usually just watched them when they aired on television. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to actually own all three big films here. Plus, it's in 4K.
Yeah, I never thought I would actually see this on 4K, let alone Blu-ray, but 4K.
Is that a turkey in the background out here, Vince? Sounds like a turkey.
Yeah, it's a flying turkey back there, I guess.
Go out and get it, Vince. Bring it on camera. I want to see the turkey.
I have no idea where it is, Dave. It's just in a tree somewhere screaming.
I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh, my God, they're turkeys! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! One just went through the windshield of a parked car!
It's not a turkey, Dave. It's a bird.
Well, birds are turkeys. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Turkeys are birds and birds are turkeys, Vince.
I'm saying it's a regular bird, Dave, or a seagull or something.
Is a seagull disguised as a turkey?
Gets pretty strange after that.
Maybe. I don't know. It's not gobbling, it's just squealing.
I mean, that's not... I just hear turkey. I don't know what you're hearing.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
When I reviewed this last year, it was actually the very first official review for MERRY MANIACS. I reviewed the Blu-ray of it, and I never thought I would actually ever see this on 4K. And I have to say, the Blu-ray was amazing. I mean, it looked amazing to me. It just, after seeing this so many times on television, it was just amazing to watch on Blu-ray. Now to watch it on 4K, it's still amazing. It's still fantastic looking. But I will say this, there's not really much difference as far as the transfer goes. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's amazing. It's 4K, it's amazing. But as far as what it looked like on Blu-ray, that was just as amazing. So it's not, if you're comparing the two, there's not really much difference.
Now, this is one of the three big ones, I guess, that I had never seen until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. We happened to catch it on television because I didn't own it. And I never saw it until about 3 or 4 years ago. It's the first time I ever actually saw this Thanksgiving episode.
Jeez. It's been around since 1973, Dave.
I know, and I never saw it. I don't know why. I didn't even know they made a Thanksgiving episode until I started watching it. I'm like, hey, Charlie Brown made a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, I've watched this ever since I was a kid.
Nope, never seen it.
I remember seeing the Christmas special, and then when they announced, hey, we're doing a Thanksgiving special, I was like, oh, I'm there!
So the story is really good, actually. It's a really good story. And again, you know, if you watch my Planes, Trains, and Automobiles review, I don't care about Thanksgiving. It's one of those holidays I just really don't even care about.
Thanksgiving is a very important holiday. Ours was the first country in the world to make a national holiday to give thanks.
So my wife and I have always talked about having Thanksgiving dinner just like Charlie Brown here. And I would be perfectly fine with popcorn and jelly beans and pretzels. And, you know, that would be great.
Well, I think we've had popcorn and, I don't know about jelly beans, but popcorn and pretzels and stuff with our Thanksgiving dinners before, so...
yeah, the story's really good. I don't know if it's as good as the Halloween one or the Christmas one, but it's a great film, or a great, I guess, would be a show, like short, whatever this thing is. And the thing I've always liked about Charlie Brown is the purity of how they managed to show childhood on this, you know, on these shorts. And it sort of reminds me of like what he managed to do with Calvin and Hobbes. It sort of just shows the purity of childhood, and you don't really get that often, especially in animated stuff.
Yeah, and that's what makes this different from a lot of other cartoons and TV shows and TV specials, because everything else is about stupid things, really stupid things. This was actually, even being children, it was intelligent. It was smart. The comedy in it is smart. It's the way a child would think, and it's all about family and friends and getting together and having Thanksgiving, and that's the whole point of it, and the fun of doing that and getting together with family and friends and having Thanksgiving there. It's an actual great film for that, because it actually brings everybody together, and that's what I said this a year ago in my Blu-ray review of it, was that's something that this world really seriously needs to do now. We need to have things like this and shows like this, more of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised with all the comebacks out of all the stuff lately, that they haven't had any new Charlie Brown TV specials. You think they would? I mean, they had that CG movie, and if they did do an animated special, it'll probably be a CG special, which is a shame, because I love to see the hand-drawn one. But speaking of the 4K stuff, I noticed, and it was kind of distracting watching this, is their skin tone looked like lava. It was moving. I don't know how they made the skin tone back then, but like on cartoons now, it's just skin tone. But in Charlie Brown, it was just like bubbling. It was like the whole thing was like moving. It was really weird.
Okay, I didn't really notice any of that. It looked like regular cartoon to me, Dave.
Well, go back and watch it and just pay attention to the skin tone, because it's not just a color. It's moving. It's weird looking. Maybe I was on drugs or something, but
Hey, Spence, let's trip out.
I don't know, it's just strange to watch it. I guess because it's so clear, you can see it now, and it's a strange thing to watch.
But you're also, you sleep, you're falling asleep most of the time anyway, because you're working all the time. So, you probably dreamt it, Dave.
And I watched this on the weekend. I was pretty awake. I mean, their skin moves, is what I'm saying, Vince. It's pretty weird. Here, I'm going to throw a reference out that nobody will understand. Probably not even you. Did you ever see the movie or the TV show Automan? Remember that? Where the guy had a computer, and the computer simulated person came out of the computer, and he was blue and he was sparkling, and he had like the inner sides of his stomach, it was lit up and it was moving all the time. Remember that?
Yeah, but no.
Well, that's what Charlie Brown looked like. He looked like Automan in this.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so at all. It looked like Charlie Brown should look like. But anyway, one big difference between this and the Blu-ray that is pretty amazing to watch is they took 3 shows on this. They took the Thanksgiving show, the actual Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, then they took the Mayflower Voyage show that was on the Blu-ray, and then they added what was, I think, part of the TV show at one time. And they put all 3 of these on the 4K. They put them in widescreen, and then they also put them in what they called classic, which was I guess would be the 4.3 or full frame version of it, where you have the black bars on the left and right sides instead of like across the bottom. So you could watch them either way. You could watch them in the classic style, or you could watch them in widescreen. So it was kind of neat to see it that way. That was something different and something new.
Yeah, they did that for the purist, and Of course, if they only did it in widescreen, everybody who didn't want the widescreen would yell. So now they satisfied those who don't want those black bars on their screen, and they also satisfied those who don't want their picture messed with. So it was a perfect thing they did here for both people who enjoy it, watching it both ways. So yeah, absolutely great they did that.
Just be thankful for being together.
So speaking of the other ones, we got the Mayflower Voyage, which I don't think I've ever seen. I may have seen it one time. It was sort of new to me. I don't think it was a necessary thing. It was basically sort of like a something they would show at a grade school, or to teach somebody what how Columbus discovered America, I guess, you know.
Columbus?
I don't know.
Columbus has nothing to do with the Pilgrims, Dave.
I must have watched the wrong one then. This was Pilgrim Rock, right? Something like that. Some sort of rock or something in a boat.
Plymouth Rock.
That was close.
What the hell are you talking about, Dave? You were on drugs.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Questions?
Yeah! What are you on?
Maybe I need to go watch it. I know there's a big body count. I remember there's a really big body count in this one.
Okay, what it actually was a special that they showed after Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, or at least that's what I remember of it. They used the Peanuts gang to tell the story of the first Thanksgiving, is what this is.
This is like watching like a Friday the 13th. I mean, they were dropping left and right in this. I mean, they were just dropping. Yeah, and they did a horrible job with Columbus in this. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I imagine they did. I mean, considering he wasn't even in it.
And I'm sitting there watching this whole thing. I'm wondering to myself, I wonder how historically accurate this actually is with the Indians and, you know, all that stuff. And, you know, I don't know. It's again made to educate you, which obviously it didn't do for me.
Exactly.
No, I think I lost some history watching this.
So yeah, it's about the first Thanksgiving. It's about, and they used the Peanuts gang to tell the story, and of course they kind of play their own characters in there, but they mix it up with the history of Thanksgiving, or what we know to be Thanksgiving, or what a child would perceive the first Thanksgiving to be.
So the third one here, this is an awkward one, I guess would be a good way to describe this. It's basically sexual harassment, Charlie Brown. They should have called this short.
David, I think you're reading into these things way too much. Or yes, you took too many drugs. Lay off the drugs.
No, I mean, we sit here watching it, and it's awkward. It was really awkward to watch this. First of all, they had Lucy on here. And it's called Play It Again, Charlie Brown. Is that the name of it? I think that's the name of it.
Yeah. Play It Again, Charlie Brown.
And it was mostly just about Schroeder, guy who plays the piano, and Lucy just keeps bothering him and bothering him and bothering him. This is a whole half an hour episode. She keeps walking up to him and she says, "I like you. I like you. Can we go on a date?" And he says, "What don't you understand? I don't like you." And then she keeps coming back. "Oh, I like you. I like you." And he's like, "Listen, I don't like you." And she starts kissing on him, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I don't like you." It's like, how many times does he have to tell this person he don't like her? I mean, she keeps on and on and on. It was, I don't know, for me it was just awkward. The whole entire thing was just like, what is going on here?
And for me, it was just a Peanuts gang cartoon, and it came on back in the 80s.
Yeah, and if somebody says to you, even when kids, even if you're a kid, and the one kid tells the other kid, "I don't like you, stop bothering me," and that kid keeps coming up and trying to bother you and kiss you, it would be awkward, would it not?
But Dave, Lucy has always been attracted to Schroeder. Lucy's always been trying to get...
I realize that, but this was much more than that, than just her sitting there listening to his music. It's her, you know, harassing him through the whole episode.
They did a whole episode one time where it was Sally was trying to get Linus, because she's always liked Linus. Even in The Great Pumpkin, the whole reason that Sally goes out to the pumpkin patch with Linus is because she likes Linus. And this is the same thing. It's Lucy.
Yeah, but Sally isn't kissing Linus, and then Linus doesn't say, "Leave me alone, I don't like you." And then Sally keeps walking over there and says, "Hey, let's go on a date, and let's go do this, and let's go do that, and I like you, and why can't you like me?" And he's not like saying, stop, I don't like you. No, that's what this whole episode was.
Hi, Big Brother. Hi, Linus. Why don't you take me to a movie?
How would I ever take you to a movie?
Have you come to take me to a movie, Linus?
Good grief, no.
Isn't he the cutest thing?
It wasn't weird to me. I didn't find it weird or...
Okay, all right. It was definitely weird.
I didn't find it weird at all. I found it to be exactly the way kids act.
No, it's not. Again, if you're a kid, Vince, I just explained that. If you're however old these kids are, and you tell a girl you don't like her, and she keeps coming over and bothering you and kissing you, and you tell her stop, that's what this is. It's terrible.
No, to me, that never bothered me. Because the whole thing with Lucy was she's trying to get Schroeder to like her. That was the whole reason. That was the whole thing. She'd always done that. That was always part of her character.
Plus, the animation in this was terrible. It had some kind of horrible, weird, flowered background, and just the outside animation didn't look good. And Lucy's voice was really annoying. I don't know who played her, but she was horrible in that.
It was, like I said, this was a portion of, I believe, the television show. I think they actually brought the Peanuts on a weekly television show at one point in the 80s, and this was part of it.
Okay, so next we have an actual making of the Thanksgiving episode. It's pretty good. It actually has Charles Schultz, they called him Sparky, which I never knew, his wife on there, and they just kind of talked about how they made the show. It's probably about, 15, 20 minutes, and it's actually pretty entertaining.
No, I thought it was longer than that. It was probably the longest thing on here. I seem to remember it being a lot longer than that.
And the one guy, what I thought was funny, and I said it when I was watching the show, was, "Oh my God, Woodstock's eating a bird," and he mentioned that in there. Woodstock's a cannibal. He's eating his own kind. That's pretty funny.
Pretty much exactly the same. It was a great extra, actually. It's really in depth, and they go into the whole how they came up with the Thanksgiving idea after they had the big, huge hit with the Christmas show, and then coming up with a Thanksgiving, and then of course eventually they did the Halloween show, The Great Pumpkin. So they wanted something to equal those blockbuster television hits. So they came up with this, and it goes in depth on how they did it. And one of the things I really liked about it too was not only did they show what the people look like today, or at least 2010 when this came out on Blu-ray, what these voice actors look like that did Charlie Brown and did Lucy and Linus and all of them. They showed what they look like now, or present day, and they only showed some of them because Charles Schultz was a big person on having these kids grow up with each episode. So he went from having real little kids in the Christmas special to a little more grown kids in this special, and a little more grown kids in the Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, overall it's a really good. The first two are really good. The one with the turkey and one with the Columbus I really enjoyed. The third one I couldn't stand. So they could have found something else, I think, to put on here. But it's good to have 3 extras, and of course to have it in 4K, and to have all 3 of these holiday films for you. So you can keep this disc around and pop one in every holiday and not have to wait or worry about missing it on TV. And seeing it in its clarity and everything. It's an excellent buy if you are a Charlie Brown fan.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I enjoyed each and every one of these. I wouldn't say the Play It Again Charlie Brown was my favorite out of it, but definitely for the original, it's a Thanksgiving Charlie Brown, or whatever that's called, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
It's the Columbus discovered the turkeys.
No, that's the second one, Dave.
Oh, that's right.
Because you're on drugs.
I'm high on turkey, Vince.
So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving, having a good day, having a safe and happy holiday, and we're going to be back real soon here with Merry Maniacs.
And I really don't care if you're having a happy Thanksgiving, because I don't care about it. So, but, you know, do whatever you want to. I don't care.
Oh, the joy. Oh, the love.
I am so full of joy right now. I couldn't tell you how much joy I'm having right now at work.
Such holiday spirit.
That's me. I'm straight up holiday spirit.
So show us your holiday spirit and hit that subscribe button down there. And give us a like and give us some comments and tell us what you think of Charlie Brown. Did you like this review better, or did you like my original review? Yeah. Okay, whatever. But anyway, see you all later. Have a good day. Have a good Thanksgiving. Get ready for Merry Maniacs.
Why don't you come along, Linus? We can hold hands under the table.